from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. The road trip for the Blazers ends here as they leave for Portland right after the game. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And for Portland, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
Yep, they're already been written off by a lot of people this season. I'm not ready to give up on them quite yet, but they better show me something soon.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Vonleh's out there with Nurkic, and it's Harkless in at the 3 slot.
Robin Lopez, a player who does more for a team than what shows up on the stat sheet. Very effective inside with his ability to contest and fight for rebounds. A tough defender that doesn't need many touches to play his role.
Lillard with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They grabbed their own miss. That one, no good. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Back to Grant. Over McCollum. Lopez kicks to Mirotic. Out left to the wing. Latrey drills it from outside. Mirotic has got his first 3 points of the game.
Especially for a big man, the spot-up attempt is much easier. Mirotic with plenty of time to set his feet and knock it down.
Now, here's Vonleh. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's the screen. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. 6 to shoot. Nurkic a screen on Lopez. McCollum, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. McCollum's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
By Lillard. Kick out to Levine. Shoots the 3. Mirotic's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
And the pass to Mirotic. Grant gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Grant's got himself on the board with 3 there. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Pass to Vonleh. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Well, last season, there seemed to be a disjoint between the Bulls players and the coaching staff in the front office. Made for a lot of off-the-court distraction, it seemed like, Smitty, and took the wind out of their sails.
You're right. There were a lot of rumors and accusations going around as to why there was a rift. I can tell you this. When things are that sour, it is hard to focus on basketball. Hopefully the Bulls can put that behind them.
Bulls trail by 3. Outside, Levine. Back to Grant. Bulls moving the ball around. Levine passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
So it's Portland now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Nurkic a screen on Grant. They get a hand on it. And here are the Trailblazers now. 4 on the clock. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Portland keeps it going with the new shot clock. Hintz got that one from Nurkic.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Some players will actually surprise you with their athleticism after they come into the league. They make that next step. Any guys, Smitty, that became more athletic once they arrived that you have seen in the league?
You know, that's interesting. Draymond Green has gotten more athletic. I think he's lost a lot of weight, put himself in a position to play a little bit more above the rim and with his quickness. That's the one guy that sticks out. I will say the guy that I've been marveling about, Kevin, is Jabari Parker. After his injury, it seemed like his athleticism has gone to another level.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Bulls knocking down the three. Left side, Davis. Felicio with the rebound.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
It's stolen by Davis. Teardrop shot, and good that time. Lillard's got 5.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Here's Dunn, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And one area of concern for Dunn, hitting his free throws with consistency, because he has the temperament to draw fouls.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers. They were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
.41 seconds left to play here in the first. Davis sets a screen. Lillard from outside. That shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now. And despite spending big money to keep their young talent all together, last season the Blazers, Greg, narrowly made the playoffs and were swept in the first round.
Yeah, and some of those contracts, they have to be a concern. This team doesn't show progress this season. Still, there's something to be said for that stability. This roster given the chance to grow together and develop that chemistry and continuity. Let's see what the ceiling is.
Felicio. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his...
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, so many of their points coming in the paint. They're running the offense all the way through.
Their coach likes it. Working for high percentage looks and converting them.
They've got Dunn, Quincy Pondexter out there with Portis, and it's Felicio in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4, and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender. I want the league to recognize that. Devin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with.
What a valuable asset to the offense, having a big with that kind of range.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Lillard outside. Pass to Aminu. A second chance effort, and Lillard lays it up and in. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
Dunn kicks to Holland. Here's Portis. He's covered by Aminu. Now Dunn. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
What about the concentration of Dunn nailing the shot right in the D's face?
Now, here's Lillard. They lead by 1. And Aminu kicks to Morrow. They set the screen. Now the dish to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard from outside. Chicago grabs the miss. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Portis kicks to Holland. Feeds to Dunn. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Holiday, the pass to Felicio. So they take the lead. Felicio's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And Steve, mental fatigue is an issue that can play a factor when the season is in full swing. Is it more on the coach or on the player to keep the team focused on their goal?
I think the organization. I think your teammates, your coaches, whoever it is, to keep that camaraderie going. But ultimately, it comes down to the player. You have that responsibility. The coach can coach you up, but you got to find a way to get out of those ruts.
You can see where it ultimately would come down to the player.
Yes, totally agree.
The feed now to Mirotic. From deep. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Mirotic has got 6 points.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Turner dishes to Nurkic. Turner with the screen. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And you can see there, the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Mirotic has a wide open look. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's the screen. Screen by Nurkic. And Turner kicks to McCollum. Shoots over Grant. And again, it's C.J. McCollum. McCollum's got 4 this quarter. 1:35 left in the second quarter. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Here's Lopez, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. And the questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you could find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
And so here is Chicago after the basket by Noah Vonleh. McCollum outside. Over in the corner, Harkless. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
and really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Portland shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, whenever you watch the Bulls, you can't help but think back to their golden age. I remember those days. The 90 Bulls are arguably one of the best teams ever. Hard to argue with the greatness of those teams.
And Smitty, you got to play against Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in the 90s. Just what was it like going up against them during their peak as a team?
A nightmare. The reason why you had 2 wing defenders in Jordan and Pippen who could guard the basketball. And then you had both those guys that were excellent on offense. And at the end of the game, they had the greatest closer of all time, in my opinion, in MJ.
Now here's Turner. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Bulls have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
There's a screen. Nurkic, a screen on Levine. Harkless. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Harkless has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Bulls out front, leading by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
You just got to compete. Keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. There were a lot of positives for them to take away from the second quarter, where they came from behind to take a 4-point lead at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago. A time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. The Bulls leading by 4. On the floor for Portland. McCollum at the 2 with Harkless playing the 3. Nurkic is out there with Von. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
And for the Trailblazers, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Lillard. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight, Greg, to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
Steve, with all the sharpshooters in the league right now, we'll always see the pick and roll. It's never going to go away. Usually it was a small and a big. A guard getting the screen, the big then rolling inside and getting the pass. But now because the players are sometimes, we see smaller lineups, a lot of guards on the floor, 3 guards at a time. Sometimes you do see a guard-to-guard pick and roll. You see different sizes combining with the most standard play in the league.
You're totally right, Kevin. You look at the pick and roll, the hardest play to defend, and now we have the pick and pop. The bigs are not rolling. And like you said, we have guard-to-guard pick and roll. You want to just create a mismatch, and because of all the spacing, it's so hard because when a guy rolls down the lane, there's such a long run for defenders now. So that's why the pick and roll is great, especially with the new defensive rules. You can't be in a lane, so it opens it up even more.
Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The wide open and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. Davis sets a screen. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Here's Davis, and he banks in the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Grant kicks to Mirotic. It's stolen by Aminu. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
And last season, so many battles going on in the Chicago Bulls organization, Steve, and they weren't all on the court. Hoiberg was in a difficult place, but was given a vote of confidence for this season from that front office.
You know, it had to be hard for Hoiberg as he's had a lot of things working against him. The roster hasn't matched how he has envisioned this offense working. Then infighting with players and management has put him in a tough spot.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Mirotic. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Levine. And Justin Holiday is subbed in for Grant. Davis sets a screen. 3-pointer, Lillard. Felicio with the rebound. Chicago leading by 5. Unloads from 13. Portis, the pass to Holiday. Here's Portis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Offensive rebound. Felicio kicks to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
Here's Morrow. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Portis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Back to Felicio. Bulls moving the ball around. Covered by Lillard. Passes to Felicio. Over in the corner, Portis. Clock at 4. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Kicks it to Lillard. Here's the floater. In transition, here come the Bulls. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. 11 points in the game.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Here's Morrow, And it's Quincy Pondexter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dunn, he's checked in for the Bulls. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Turner's checked in. Here's Morrow. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Aminu. Shoots a 3. Here's McCollum. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. McCollum's got 8 points.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
And Holiday, here we go. Felicio with the bucket. Felicio's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Bulls.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Here's Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Chris Dunn picks one up. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Douglas is checked in for Anthony Morrow. And both free throws good for Davis. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Dunn passes to Felicio. Back to Pondexter. Here's Portis. He feeds it to Dunn to the left side wing. Holiday attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 7. The Trailblazers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Davis sets a screen. Turner against Holiday. McCollum left side, and there it is for him. He's got 10.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Here's Dunn, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Lopez, he's checked in for Felicio. Iritic comes in for Portis. Levine's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Jaren Grant in for Justin Holiday. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Davis. And Bonley subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Here's McCollum. Gets the front of the rim and out. Iritic dishes to Levine. And it's denied. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Good if it goes. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
A thrilling way to finish this one.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Fred Hoiberg in a recent huddle with his players.
Make them feel us now, all right? We got to guard them, all right? Contest everything and rebound. All 5 of you guys get in there and rebound that thing, all right?
Words of Fred Hoiberg moments ago asking for a full commitment to defense and rebounding. We'll see if he can get it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves offense. It's that shiny sports car, you know, but you have to do those other things to perform well consistently.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Bulls 5 right now. Iritic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Grant is out there with Dunn, and it's Levine in at the 3. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Harkless kicks to Turner. Vonleh setting the pick for Turner. Dishes it to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Nurkic. McCollum, no good.
Woo! Weak effort to set a screen allows the defender to get right in position.
Here's Dunn, and he gets it to go from the high post. Dunn's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Well said. Grant, that's good.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Lillard's checked in for Evan Turner. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Number 15. At the line.
On the free throw, no good. Trailblazers trail by 16. Lillard, right side, and too long on the shot. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons in Detroit. From deep, they get it back, and Mirotic kicks to Levine. Here's Grant, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The free throw drops for Grant.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Steve, we're hearing more and more about video game competitions, the rise of esports. It's big business. Have you been following any of that?
Yes, I have. Rick, Fox, Shaq, those guys with E-League here at Turner Sports. I get a chance to watch it, bring my kids here and watch of it. I'm amazed. It's growing and growing and growing, and I love the competition of Rick Fox, Echo Fox versus Shaq's team.
And Lillard kicks to Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
And Lillard focused on involving his teammates through passing, showing a real desire to make them better.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 18.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
To the paint, Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. McCollum, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Levine. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
He dishes it to McCollum. Over Grant. Again, McCollum missing.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Lillard. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Lays it up off the glass.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage, bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there, not a lot of solutions.
And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Evan Turner, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Nurkic. Nurkic, a screen on Levine. Inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Turner.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Now the pass to Mirotic. Here's Levine. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bulls.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Clock at 6. Good work defensively by Turner. And here's Portland. Pass to Vonleh. The three from McCollum sinks the triple.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint, deflects the pass. Turner lays it up and banks it in.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
Now, here's Dunn. Can't cash in from close range.
And guys, there's a lot to like here defensively. That shot almost ends up in the stands.
And he was not quite in position to block the shot, but the result is all the same.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.